Motorsport 411 presents
all the four- and two-wheeled action.
Motorsport 411 with Sean Cardovillis.
Welcome to Motorsport 411, your home for all your four- and two-wheel action in Africa. Coming up in this episode, we have an exclusive as we catch up with the Katende family who starred at the FIM Junior World Motocross Championships in Bucharest, Romania. And we catch up with the owner of Vipingo Ridge, Alastair Cavanagh, who hosted a motocross event over the weekend.
All the four- and two-wheeled action. Motorsport 411.
Welcome to the show. So the FIM Junior World Motocross Championship and World Cup was held in Bucharest, Romania over the weekend.
Just 50 kilometers away from the Bucharest, there is a TCS racing park, and that's gonna be a big moment for the youngsters to show off. More than 230 riders gathered here from all over the world, from 35 countries, to really show their talents. And you could believe me, that's gonna be a big moment for the country, but also for the youngsters.
Uganda sent 3 motocross riders to the event. Miguel Katende, part of the Katende brothers, starred for Uganda, making it to the final of the event. Now on the line from Entebbe Airport is George Semakula, the father of Miguel Katende. George, thank you so much for joining us on Motorsport 411. Congratulations, what a result for your boy.
For starters, this was a world event, and we're so grateful that we took part. We are the first Ugandans ever to have taken part in the World Championship of the Juniors, and at least we were able to have one rider, Miguel Katende, qualify to the finals, and after qualifying, he raced hard and finished 36th. He was 36 out of 67 riders that registered in the event.
He's your son. How proud are you being the father?
I'm so proud. Even though I told him, I'm so proud of you. Uganda is very proud of you. East Africa is very proud of you after hearing from Kenya. In fact, even Africa is proud of him because we are with South Africans also celebrating him. So I believe we do not regret the trip and taking part in the event.
How big is this for Uganda Motorsports?
As a federation, we have shot our developmental programs. These are one of the things the federation wanted to do to promote the sport. And doing a world event, a World Cup event, I can say that's positive on the side of the federation.
And what's next for you?
Next we have August, we have the African Motocross Championship, MXON, in South Africa in August, 11th to 13th. We thank God that we came back uninjured, though one of our riders, Sebuguzi, was injured, but we hope that by MXON he will be okay. But as for Miguel Katende, the East African champion, he's okay, and he has broken a record as the first ever Ugandan to qualify for the World Cup, and he's taking the experience to South Africa.
As for Jonathan Katende, how did he fare?
Jonathan Katende took part in the qualifiers. Unfortunately, he was not able to qualify. He just missed by near miss, and that was it.
Is Miguel with you? Can we have a word with him?
Yes, Miguel.
Miguel Katende is on the line. Miguel, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, and thanks for the support.
Miguel, tell us, how was the race for you?
The race was good, but if you are to compete, you must be fit and you must not be sympathetic if you are to qualify for that race. This is a message to Kenyan riders.
And how big was this race for you? How big is this for Uganda Motorsports?
It was a very big addition to my career because I was the first ever Ugandan to qualify for the World Meet.
Miguel, congratulations from all of us here in Kenya. Congratulations, and of course, the best of luck now for the future.
Thank you.
George, thank you so much for speaking to us on Motorsport 411. We really appreciate this, sir.
Pleasure is mine, Sean.
So that's the Katende family speaking to us from Entebbe Airport. Congratulations once again, Miguel Katende, making Africa proud. We'll be back.
All the 4 and 2-wheeled action. Motorsport 411. Motorsport 411.
So welcome back. Motocross returned to Vipingo Ridge over the weekend. On the line is the owner of Vipingo Ridge, Alastair Cavanagh. Alastair, thank you so much for joining us on Motorsport 411. Congratulations, it looked like you had a successful motocross at Vipingo Ridge.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. The weather really sort of played its best. We had a lot of rain, and the track was exceptionally slippery and muddy as a result. But I think for the most part, the riders enjoyed it. It was obviously quite difficult for the little guys with small wheels. They found it quite hard, but I know it was really impressive. And I think the riders just like to have a different surface to race on occasionally.
Yeah, looking at the conditions, was it because of the rain or because you watered the track? It did look quite tricky for the riders.
No, we didn't last time. I don't know how many. I think we used about 30 or 40 barrels worth of water in October last year. This year we didn't use one. It was bucketing down. I don't know how many mils we had over the 2 days, but we've had a lot of rain down here, which is fantastic. Good news for the farmers, good news for the golf course, and good news for the track as well. But it did make it very slippery.
Did anybody impress you? It looked like very high quality, the level of competition.
Yeah, I don't know it did. You'll have to, or the listeners will have to forgive me for not knowing everyone's names. But Apollo obviously is an incredible rider. And then Keegan in the 65s was very impressive. But there were a lot of really impressive kids, particularly given that they haven't ridden in these sort of conditions before. To see how fast they were prepared to take the muddy, slippery conditions and jumps and corners had demonstrated some serious guts and skill levels.
Now, Alastair, some concerning news surrounding the Jamhuri track. It looks like motocross may have to move from there.
Well, I don't know exactly. I mean, we've seen, heard the rumors and seen some letters, etc. That's really for EAMSC to sort out with I think KFS are the owners of the track. But yeah, that would be a big shame. It would be a big blow to motocross in Nairobi, well, in Kenya, but in Nairobi in particular. And obviously, if that does happen, they'll need to find alternative venues in Nairobi. But look, as far as our track is concerned, we're available. We're open to hosting more events down here. Clearly, Nairobi needs to find an alternative venue if Jamhuri is going to disappear. But hopefully, we can work together with them and make it a bit more of a truly national championship, and maybe somebody will open a track up in Kisumu and Eldoret, Nanyuki, and well, even up in Nakuru, and we can make it a truly national championship again, which would be nice to see.
From your point of view, what would you need to do to upgrade the track so that it reaches international standards?
I need advice on that from people who know more about it than I do, but I believe the track itself is up to scratch. We might need to put some more facilities in terms of spectator stands and facilities for the organizers, but I believe the track itself is pretty much where it needs to be to host bigger and better events than what we've just held this weekend.
From your point of view, and it's great to see you got a lot of help from Mombasa Motor Club in terms of volunteers and all that. That's great to see that motorsports is so active at the coast.
No, it is, and we've affiliated with the Mombasa Motor Club, which I used to be chairman of many years ago, and they haven't had a motocross sort of division of the club for I think some 30 odd years. The last motocross event that was held down here, I believe, was 32 years ago. So if we can now develop motocross, it just gives another angle to motorsports of the coast. It, something else for the young aspiring kids to get into. It's a cheaper form of motorsports, obviously, than rallying or buggying, but one tends to lead to the other. And we're just hoping to promote the Vipingo Ridge, Kilifi County, and the entire coastal region through hosting more events here, be it golf, motorsports, whatever. We believe that the way forward is to encourage tourism through events.
I know you're working with the East Africa Classic Safari Rally, to have something there. Well, what's the latest regarding that?
Well, they're sending a recce team down on Thursday, and we very much hope that we can host the prologue stage of the opening day, which would be probably a 25 to 30k stage all on Vipingo, so it'll be completely closed. We've got a stunning new road that we opened up during COVID along the side of our irrigation dam, and it would be really spectacular if we can do that. So yeah, the organisers will be here on Thursday, and hopefully we can agree the logistics with them and ensure that starts here at least on the 9th of December.
So I guess Vipingo Ridge really is open, particularly in terms of sports. You got the golf, there's the motocross track, you got mountain biking and things like that. It's really just the location, or maybe the distance of the location, really that's, I wouldn't say a problem, but an issue.
Well, look, we were always a little bit remote when we started this project some 20 years ago. We're 36 k's north of Niali. The main road is being converted into a dual carriageway in front of our eyes as we speak. That should be completed in a year and a half, 2 years. And then we will be a 30-minute drive from Mombasa. We have direct flights in with Fly ALS every day from Wilson. So the connectivity is pretty good, actually. And yeah, as you say, we're just, we've created a fantastic lifestyle destination here. It's not all about golf. Golf is the main sort of attractor to the development, but there's so much else to do.
All right, Alastair, thank you so much for speaking to us on Motorsport 411.
Sean, you're welcome. Good to talk to you always.
That's Alastair Cavanagh. We'll be back.
Motorsports 411 with Sean Cardovillis.
So that's it for the show this week. Our thanks once again to George Semakula, Miguel Katende, and Alastair Cavanagh. Our thanks as always to Big City Studio. I'm Sean Cardovillis. See you next week.